Shovel Knight is known for being a newer 2D game presented in 8-bit graphics that brought back a lot of the things the Super Nintendo had that we loved, the difficulty of the levels, and specifically the bosses, being one of them. As such, here are some tips on beating the bosses in Shovel Knight. First off, King Knight. King Knight is one of the easiest to fight since most of his attacks can't hit anything in the air. In other words, constantly bouncing around using the downward thrust, called the shovel drop, will minimize the damage you take. Just watch out when he jumps really high in the air, as he will smash the ground, stunning you for a bit if you don't jump up in time. His most annoying move is his fanfare attack, as it will scatter damaging confetti around, which can be tough to dodge. Although, I recommend finishing him off when he's using this attack, that way the confetti is celebrating your victory instead. Second, Spectre Knight. Spectre Knight has always been a problem for me, as you never know where he'll pop up when he throws his scythe. Like most of the bosses in this game, I found using the shovel drop the best way to attack him, as it will put you out of harm's way if he decides to counterattack. Don't worry too much about the skeletons he summons, as he will just summon more once you defeat them. Your main problem will be when he turns out the lights, and all you'll have to go on is silhouettes and the split-second lightning to see where Spectre Knight is. I found waiting for him to come to you to be the best course of action. Otherwise, you'll be swinging your shovel blindly, and who knows what those skeletons will do to you into the dark. Third, Plague Knight. Plague Knight likes to hop around and throw bombs at you, so just hop around with him with the shovel drop. Feel free to use any of your items that can attack from a distance, but I found getting up close and personal to be the best way to tackle him. And he makes things even easier for you, since you can bounce off the beakers he produces. Fourth, Treasure Knight. Treasure Knight is slow, and even though the water is slowing you down a bit too, you are still slightly faster. He has a few moves which attack upwards, so it's best to alternate between using the shovel drop and your regular attack. When he produces the treasure chest, I find hugging the wall he's standing by and continuously bouncing off of him to be the best thing to do, as it will keep you from getting sucked up, and Treasure Knight will simply stand there and take the much needed beating. Number 5, Mole Knight. Attacking him with a shovel drop while he's charging out of the walls is a great way to do some damage. Any other time you should be avoiding his fire attacks or destroying any blocks he produces. He's easier than King Knight, and that's saying something. 6th, Polar Knight. Anyone who knows me will tell you that I hate ice levels with a passion, and Polar Knight isn't helping things any. He will only allow you to hit him with a shovel drop once before he defends himself with his own shovel. Yet, I still recommend you keep using it, as it will allow you to bounce away from any spikes he uncovers during the battle. If you can, use an item or a normal attack when you get in range, but I don't recommend being there for long. Just don't ever ask him if he wants to build a snowman. 7th, Tinker Knight. Tinker Knight is easy. He just throws his wrench at you, hoping it will connect and occasionally falling. Shovel drop him to death. Just watch out for when he throws a bunch of wrenches upwards. Once beaten, he will jump into his giant robot, but it doesn't make him any less easier. Just jump up on the rockets he fires and attack his head with a shovel drop, bouncing onto the shoulder on the left when it is not firing rockets. This is so easy that with good timing, you won't take any damage. 8th, Propeller Knight. Propeller Knight can be tricky since he can fly, making it hard to reach him. The anchor will be your best friend in this battle, along with, you guessed it, the shovel drop when Propeller Knight lands. Just be careful he doesn't blow you into one of the holes his airship's cannons make. That sucks. 9th, the Enchantress. Take everything I taught you with the other bosses and throw it out of the window for this battle. The shovel drop will harm the Enchantress, but if you miss or go too far down, you'll destroy a piece of the flooring, and trust me, the Enchantress does that enough already. Instead, focus on using items or your regular attack if she gets too close, which is rare. If you want an easier time, however, you could deflect her magic attacks back at her by attacking them with your shovel. However, you risk getting hurt in the process if you miss. Keep an eye on the blocks you are standing on. As mentioned before, the Enchantress will destroy a lot of them, and she could create a hole and knock you down it for a quick kill. She will, however, remake those blocks as she tries to burn you with her red fire. There are also times when you can guide the fire to where you need the blocks to make things easier on you. Once beaten, get ready as the final boss approaches. Shield Knight joins you for this final battle, but that doesn't mean you can slack off. Stick close to her and dodge any attacks that come at you. Once she jumps up in the air, jump up and bounce off her shield to hit the boss in the head with your shovel drop. Shield Knight will block the more powerful rapid fire attack, but if you aren't nearby, you will get hit. When the boss takes enough damage, it will slam down its hands get rid of a few platforms, but that allows you to bounce on its head without Shield Knight's aid. If you miss your chance, Shield Knight will still jump up, but in most cases, you won't need her. If you think I'm putting too much faith in the Shovel Drop attack, just play through the game again as Plague Knight. Only then will you realize how much you needed the Shovel Drop.